Yeah, first thing is it was really good to see Ty Solomon. I'd heard about everything that happened with him, hadn't seen him, heard he was doing well, so it was good to see him moving around. Certainly his situation, make you realize that there's so much more things going on other than just a basketball game or a basketball. So good to see him. Thought we played well. I knew it was going to be choppy. We played 10 games without Jarrell Brantley, so we hadn't posted a 4-man in 10 games. We hadn't played Jalen McManus at the 3 in 10 games, so I figured it would be choppy, some turnovers, some out of rhythm in certain situations, and it was. But, I'm glad we were able to put it together and find a way to win the game. I thought the guys did a great job of just, being unselfish and figuring it out.
What do you see from Jarrell's play tonight?
I mean, obviously he makes a difference. He do a lot of things. He passed the ball. He can make some shots. He can post. I think the biggest thing is the post presence. We hadn't really had that from a 4-man, so now we're going to reinvent ourselves a little bit. We used to post our 4. We hadn't done it in 10 games, and we spent a lot of time posting Nick. But now hopefully Nick will have a chance to get some offensive rebounds on the backside because the 4-man is posting. So, but he did a good job of passing the ball, playing defense, running the floor. He actually looked a little bit better than I thought he would in terms of his conditioning.
Nick's probably one of your most improved players, with Jarrell's absence.
Yeah, obviously you're getting about 5 more touches down there around the basket. So, the numbers and the percentages, just obviously it's working in his favor when he get more touches and more looks. But now that Jarrell's back, hopefully we can continue to give him more looks. And now we can get inside with a 4 and a 5, and we can score more baskets in the paint.
Is that the best game you've seen from Grant?
I don't know. I think he had a great game last year, maybe against Navy or Drexel. Drexel, he had 30 points. But in high school, I saw him get like 40. So, I'm still waiting for the 40. But he's talented. And we wanted to be aggressive against the zone press. And when we got it across half, we didn't want to go against the half-court zone every time. So he flourishes in the open court. And he had a lot of open court opportunities.
I was going to say with Jarrell there, then he's getting these rebounds and getting it out to him. That kind of opens up the floor.
Yeah.
Makes the transition baskets easier.
It's a different dynamic. Obviously with the 4-man, you can rebound and push the break. Jarrell did a lot of that, and he was pitching to the head, and the guards benefited from him rebounding and pitching to the head.
16 minutes, is that what you were hoping for, or where did you
really was thinking about 10 to 15 because I didn't know how his conditioning was, but then he started to play. And I figured it probably would be better to leave him in instead of bringing him out and get stiff. So I left him in for a stretch, and I knew towards the last 10 minutes of the game I would just take him out. He wouldn't play anymore. But I'm glad he got 16 minutes. Hopefully we can build on that as we move forward.
Moving forward to Coastal, nice springboard here, but that's kind of that bridge game before the CAA. How important is it to have that one final good tune-up, if you will, against a really good team?
Well, it's going to be, Coastal's good. And so, it's going to be a challenge. We got to really prepare for 2 days. It's going to be a challenge. It's going to be, you got a good team. They're older. Got a very good coach. So it's going to be a challenge. We got 2 days to prepare, try to figure out, come up with a good game plan. But we know it's going to be a challenge.
Has anything preliminary stood out to you? They gave Wake a pretty good run. They probably should.
Well, they've been giving everybody a good run, and they got some good wins. They got some tough losses against good teams. So, like I said, they got a good team. They got a good coach. It's on the road, so we're going to have to be prepared.
Grant, did you just eat more power bars or energy drinks? Or
I think I'm gonna answer this one for him. I think I passed that thing kind of good for him. He got a few plays he don't usually get.
No, I hit a few threes today, so I think that kind of opened it up a little bit. Like he said, he did give me a couple good outlet passes, so I got to thank him on a lot of those.
How much does he change the game and change up the way you guys play and the rhythm that you have offensively?
At times, actually, on the defensive side, we've been getting out-rebounded a lot without him, so now that he's back, gives me an opportunity to kind of leak out in transition, get a couple easy ones. Right. And on offense, he just attracts so much attention, so makes it easier for all of us.
Jarrell, what's the past month and a half been like for you?
It's been a new test. I think I didn't expect it, so that's always hard to deal with. But my teammates did a really good job helping me, and then once I was dedicated to a new grind, it was a little easier. And then my teammates, like I said, always helped me through it. So
How much, what, was it important, was it big for you to actually get a couple of games underneath you before you guys start CAA play?
I think it was important just to get my feet wet, you know, get a little rust off. So, you know, Towson is doing pretty good, and we played them first. So I wanted to make sure I wasn't getting bumped and bruised on the first game in conference.
How did you feel?
It was good. I feel good, maybe better than I did before. So
Knee was fine?
yeah, no knee problems. No knee problems. That's over with.
Is there a bit of like hesitation? Is there ever hesitation? Because I heard it once, it could happen again. Is there that hesitation on a first step at all? Or do you just kind of go back out there like you were?
I think before, but you know, once you get out there, I give it all, give my all, trust God, and you know, just leave it in His hands. After that.
Mind working faster than your body, or?
A little bit sometimes, you know, you get a little caught up, you know, too excited, but at the same time, still myself, you know, still confident and happy. So
And you talk about Grant, when he's going off like that, you guys are
I mean,
a very
he's-
tough team to beat.
he's been like that since the first time he stepped on this campus. So it's no surprise to me. I think every game should be like that for him. So it's probably one of the best players I've seen.
For either of you, you guys probably heard the story about Ty. Did you guys say anything after the game when you shook hands or see him after the game?
I see him in the layup line. I just told him just keep trusting God and you should be all right. So I wish him nothing but the best.
I talked to him a few times too. So I think he's in good spirits, and a lot of people have his back. A lot of people are praying for him. So he'll be all right.